Well, hello, everybody. We're spicy. We said, oh my God, we got to get to the show. Let's do it in the show. So let's say hi. And oh my, well, I was going to start with three deep breaths because whew, what a news day it was. And well, let's get the three deep breaths. There's a couple reasons I'm doing that. It's the news cycle, which is always crazy. But today is the sun is squaring Pluto. The sun is 1 degree Scorpio, Pluto is 1 degree Aquarius, and they are squaring. Okay, and then Scorpio rules Pluto, or is one of Pluto's rulers, right? So, this is really a really good season, Scorpio season, especially this one, because there's going to be a lot of signs, planets in there. And those planets are going to help us see what is being said. Is it true? Like, you might even find around you people who you're going, well, that I just know that's not true. We already know that with the news, but man, it's going to be crazy. So the sun and Pluto, let's see, I know there was, I forget now, there was something important that when they squared last time that came out, because the truth comes out. Pluto, I mean, you can hide the truth, but once Scorpio comes in, and it kind of highlights that, and it highlights um, where anything is not in on the up and up, right?
Pluto's a detective, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've got 6 planets in water signs right now. We actually have kind of a loosely structured grand trine going on in the water signs.
Mhm. Yeah,
And this is a deeply intuitive energy. It's also a really emotional place. And I could care less about it a lot of times, but a lot of times I'll wake up and notice something about the energy of the day. And today it was feeling, and it was like,
yeah.
whoa, these are a lot of feelings.
Lots and lots, isn't it true? And it
It's
is.
like
It's and
all
then
of them.
yeah, and then it's a loose grand trine, like Kaylee just said, but it's going to come in by the 29th into a solid grand trine, and it's going to a water grand trine for 2 months. So this is why this truth will be coming out. It's good to just flow with things. Let it run off run off your back if it's too much. But for the for the external world, I see it just stuff is going to be revealed that we didn't need. I mean, Scorpio goes deep and down into it, so it's not always it shows us the underbelly of things. And this grand trine, I'd even give, I mean, I'm sorry, this square with Pluto, I'd give it a
Yeah.
few days. Don't It just doesn't go away, not those types of energies, because they're so potent. Whew. Anyway, how is everybody? I was sitting here like, oh man, listening to the news today, because I try to show up and not be fearless on Friday, or be fearless. I was
You
having
did
a
it.
hard
You said what you did. I mean, there. Don't talk about the truth coming out and then say that, girl.
say oops, but it was. It's a hard day out there today. Let's
So
see. Sue Toffee, how are you? Everybody, I guess YouTube has changed it where to everybody's names are, with an at symbol in the front. I don't remember that before, but I'm pretty sure. I know Maria's grateful. I know Bora Bora, good to see you. Thank you for moderating. Um, CJM126, nice to see you. And CEV12, good to see you. SR Kish, 4395. Good to see you. Red Dragon. Kim's here. Polly's here. Kieran Robinson's here. Good to see you. Brina 41. Good to see you. Oh my goodness, all these beautiful souls. And Leah's here. Thank y'all for coming in. And if there's anything that you wanted to discuss, we can certainly do that. I was going to talk about, because this water grand trine is coming, it's building up right now until what's today, the 24th. It's just going to build up, and then it's going to just sit there and just hold hold the tone, basically, because the water signs have to feel everything. So that's the way you get through a water sign, is feel those feelings. But the best way, and if I don't know if you all do this every day, is put yourself and your energy in a protection, so you can be, have an equilibrium when you're out in the world, and also be of service to others because you're stable. And I'd say, if anything, the most important thing till the end of the year is holding on to stability within yourself and your nervous system. Um, what do you think so far, Kaylee, about that? And hi,
I
Lori.
thank you. I thank you so much for helping people stay a little more in sync and in tune with how they're feeling and how to work with that energy. We could go on and on about a lot of things that help us as individuals. We could also point out that we've got a serious situation happening in our world these days. Globally speaking, we've never been closer to the precipice of a whole big shift that's going to affect so much of human consciousness all at once. And we care about this a lot. So keep yourself aware that we are going to see increasing momentum for a reshaping of civilization, of humanity. We want to notice what's going on with it so that we can kind of take care to choose to discern which is our alignment and which is not. And we care about this a lot because we're coming to an age where we're coming to a point where some of the alignments that we choose are going to be related to a higher source who's keeping an eye on our doings here and who wants to notice where we're going to fit. So, noticing the company you want to keep, noticing the types of energy that you want to be associated with, to indulge in more, to be creative within. These are times to really determine what is important to you. We do have a lot more we could say about it, but let's just go in little bits and pieces for
Okay.
now.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge what you said. It is important that take it slow, especially these next couple months. If you're not feeling something, or you don't want to, you just have this feeling not to hang out with this person or do something or go here, really honor that, because our feelings, which that Grand Triangle rules, is our navigation system, and we need to have that navigation system like honed in, and we do that by taking our time, taking those breaths, right, protecting our energy. I use bubbles. I see a gold bubble come out of my heart, and I cover us, like I always cover all of us before we get together, to keep the wisdom and the protection in the bubble. But I always do myself first in the morning, or depending on how I'm feeling, I'll do my chakras, cover each chakra with a bubble. There's so many ways to go about it. What do you do, Kelly,
I've
for
been adapting a little bit lately. I had this routine that I would always do where I would kind of initially go through each and every chakra and I'd see it as a swirling color and I'd see if there was something a little bit off about the swirl and I'd kind of focus on it until whatever was not quite right with that chakra would clear out. And I'd go through all the chakras and then I'd do a long kind of visualization, lots of steps to kind of take myself from one state of mind to the other. And just now, the Holy Spirit has kind of guided me to say, you're doing a little bit more fruitful endeavor than you think when you care that much. You can also notice that you've established that pathway well enough that you can instead choose to determine it's time to take a nice deep breath, hold it, let yourself focus on the love, and then notice that you're already where you want to be. And we ask that we see that the truth is we can care a whole lot about our technique once we've established that it's possible to go into a new mindset through will and through focus and through choice. Allow yourself to start to narrow down that trip, to shorten that journey so you can access it a little bit faster and make use of this mindset, which is yours inherently. It belongs to you. It belongs to you. You have a right to it. You have a reason to have worked so hard to have it. So keep in your heart, this is going to be the right thing for you to just notice that I've made this understanding happen, and now I choose that it's even simpler for me to arrive at it. It just
I love that you said that, because
yeah,
you do graduate as you level up in
that's
frequency.
just right way to put it.
Yeah.
Right way to put it.
And you have made that impact in your energy field for all the practice you did do, especially if it's, a few minutes, 10 minutes long, or sometimes I just go by what I'm feeling that day. Some days it's like I really need some extra, but I do the bubble just with my hand on the heart, and to me that works now. But like you said, you graduate in frequency and understanding, and you're very conscious. At least I am. I think you are too. You're very conscious of your energy field and what is around you at all times. I mean, to me, I don't understand how I used to leave the house and not even do any of this, and I had terrible days and stuff, and it'd be like, oh my God, what just happened? And you do feel like you got a truck ran over you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you're feeling like that. It is not an easy day, and it is like, to me, the astrology I learned, 0 degree Scorpio, which was yesterday's very first degree, is the Scorpio rules 0, because what 0 is a bubble of protection. And Scorpio, they have to feel comfortable. Well, all water signs do, but Scorpios are a little spicy about it, because they're until let me put it this way: Scorpio has 3 different representations: the scorpion, the phoenix, or the eagle. And it's, again, when you graduate in energy, do you move up in those? But as a scorpion, and all of us have Scorpio in us somewhere, and we may not know how to be, take care of that Scorpio part of us. Because Scorpio it's just automatically looking, as a scorpion, like there's predators, you know, and just on high alert all the time until they learn to protect themselves, So it's all a learning process. I am to be me. What's this? Sorry, it's been a long day. Oh, yeah, this is a good time. Take those 3 deep breaths. Keep putting your hand on your heart if you're still struggling, because I'm holding an obsidian. You can pick any kind of crystal just to.
Oh, that reminds me. That reminds me of a neat thing that happened out in the woods. I used to have some nice stones kind of like that, and we got to do a trade. I'm pretty confident with Bigfoot of some nice stones like that.
Oh,
And, yeah, that was a gorgeous obsidian. That was just gorgeous.
oh man, I got this a long time ago, and it was when I was really sick. This thing slept with me, and Buddy, my dog, and would. I knew he was like healing me. He was a big dog, and he knew I couldn't, like, he couldn't lay on me. I just always felt like I was breaking. So he'd put his spine like to my side, and I'd have this on the other side, and that's how I got through most days. It was a hard time, painful time, but we all have that thing that either it was a healing, some sort of journey snapped us into this journey, understanding spirit and coming into being with spirit. That was mine, even though I think it's something that we do over our lifetime, but let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. We have, okay, let me star the questions.
I saw a
And
bald eagle today. I didn't even know we had them out here. And
that is so cool.
it was some. It flew over me for long enough for me to have a really good, serious look and go, wow, that is actually a bald eagle.
Did you look up the meaning? I always look up the meaning, like in the moment. I'm like, okay, what's it mean?
What's interesting is I didn't really remark on it to myself until just now. I mean, I noticed it. I thought it was really cool, but it wasn't until right as I was getting on here today, tonight, that I started thinking, hey, that was interesting. That might resonate for some reason with something on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, an eagle. Okay, so look, we were just talking about the Scorpio.
That caught my attention. Yeah.
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 So it's like you are, that's the Scorpio that's seeing from a very high vantage point and can connect and see and pull everything together. Um, because Scorpio is not an easy sign. It is transformation. It is transform or die, but it isn't like die, death, death. We have deaths all the time. We change a belief or a relationship ends, a pet leaves. It could be anything. Um, Let me make sure I have everybody. I don't want to miss anything. I know I have just a lot of comments. It starred. Okay, what's this? Chat. Should the chat filter be on top messages for all messages? Oh, I don't know, honey. I don't know what that means, Janet. Because somebody moved, heavenly blessed honey. So true. The move to Ohio has been a bit awkward. This is a really awkward year. Let's put it that way. And it's just going to get a little weirder, but it's a good thing because we're going to next year we're going to have a different vantage point, like the eagle. We're going to see differently, higher. Hopefully. What's this one? Oops. He has the highest view and air not when they hunt, right? The eagle. True. Sorry, let me see. Feel free to let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I do know I want to talk about, I did set up a membership thing and YouTube paused it yesterday because I didn't fill out the AdSense thing or something. So I don't know. I'm probably going to keep it going, but I'm still. Deborah Zakawa suggested doing a Patreon or something because this way that doesn't get shut down, and YouTube takes 30% of anything you guys give, and I don't want to waste people's money like that. All right, let's see what we got. Oh yeah, it is beautiful. The leaves turning. It is beautiful here too. The eagle's about perspective and vision. Yes. Let's see. I posted a question. Hope you have time. I think I got it, Leah. Then we got. Let's go to the questions and see. I am kind of slow here. Okay, this was a statement of right-wing reshaping, and we were talking about there's going to be a lot of things exposed. Yes. I mean, I just can't believe the things that we're seeing. But part of this whole thing. Okay.
It's a little bit like that, and it's a little bit more than that. Reshaping is what we would like if we were having it that we were doing all right before. And we were okay, but we were also aware that we needed to improve a lot. And what we had going on was a sort of faulty idea of what system was going to offer salvation or offer a really sustainable path. And we wanted to concern ourselves less about it right now, but just to notice that the capitalist idea is kind of a greedy one. And greed is never going to be a really good foundation for a nation. And we have to care about that now because we're looking at the outlier of what happens when you pursue that. We end up with the greediest of ideas running the country, running the world in a way, and pursuing a path that's not going to help anyone in the long run. It's not harmonious with life. So we do have a lot to change, and it may be a bit more than just a wing.
Yeah, all the life negating systems are in the process of being restructured. So we have that Saturn and Neptune coming. They're retrograde in Pisces again right now, but they're going to be at 0 degree on February 20th. That's to me the start date of our new era. By no means are we in the new era. It's just the beginning. And that Saturn in Pisces is looking how to create a higher consciousness reality instead of this profit over people reality. Yeah, this is a shame it got to where it is. All right, let's see. We got Polly up first. Hi, Polly.
Hello.
Let's see where I got here.
I gather the Holy Spirit wants to give me a moment to collect an idea or two for you. So, Val, if you want to go first.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. I didn't put my little candles on. Let's do it. I love this deck. I don't know. They're all cool.
I can tell you, I do see a palm tree. I'm not sure why yet, but just so you know, there's a palm tree.
I love it. Polly, no, you're not in Florida, are you? No, I don't think you are. Well, now it looks like that that eagle perspective is digging into the theme of things. I got a view from above. Get the big picture. Okay, before it says to begin now. It says take your first step, but it's be very conscious of what that step is before you take it. Is how and I would say that to anybody, especially the rest of this year. Let me see. I'll pull another deck for a different perspective. But yeah, this end of this year is us really for us to go inside and align to who it is that we are choosing to be, the details of who you are, who is that. And don't let anything limit you. No, not money, not time, not space. If you could be or create yourself into anything, what would it be? Who would it be? I mean, it's always going to be you, but how would you create by adding in perspectives that you never allowed yourself to give? That's what I'm getting. Okay, Polly, soul healing, align with your essence and see your true colors. See, that's really what we're doing the rest of this year. Align, and that could be your first step. Just taking the time to be within you, to be. A lot of us don't give ourselves the time to really. We're always doing for others, the household and everything's got to be done, but we don't get that attention. Did spirit come in?
I was seeing a little story. So we have this feeling that we saw the palm tree to draw our attention to a sort of beach setting. Mm-hmm. And as we're looking at this beach setting, the waves, we're seeing just this peaceful energy. And then we look over, and after a moment, we come to recognize there's a whale on the shore, but the whale's fine. The whale's not in danger. It's just on the shore and looks at you and is like, hey, can you give me a hand here? Then
Right.
you're approaching this whale and you're just like, okay. And you just kind of turn the whale around, the whale into the water. And then the whale's like, hop on, I'll give you a lift. And you hop onto the whale. And the whale's
Oh,
kind of going along the surface and kind of giving you this feeling of a vacation to a peaceful place with a journey that helps you reconnect with something deeply personal and deeply spiritual for you. And we could just acknowledge that I was getting such a happy vibe out of it. It's like a cartoon looking whale. I couldn't see a species. It was like just a perfect little cartoony whale. And where we're riding this whale, we're looking up at the sky and the stars, and it is a little bit away from anything combative, anything. The energy of chaos and disruption is gone. And we hope it's okay to recommend that if you can afford to do a little vacay, and some dogs getting excited over there. If you can afford to do a little vacay to a home place that is good for you to get to, allow yourself to see it as you will have a hand to offer someone, and they will have a way to give you a journey that you really want to have. Spiritually advisable energy there.
that's so cool. And that's the third time today I heard something about the whales.
Really.
Yes, so that's really interesting. And I see the whales and the dolphins helping us raise the frequency and on Earth.
I was going to advise you when I was going out to the wilderness, back after receiving the Holy Spirit, and the guides were, I was beginning to receive the insights that were helpful, and we've compared a lot and found we got a lot of the same suggestions to concern ourselves about. One that I never quite puzzled out, but I still have a lot of theories about was whale, whale, whale kept coming up. And I do
Uh,
have to acknowledge that I do feel like the Creator is blessing us with recognizing and acknowledging there is an intelligence to compare with ours in this world that is being affected, impacted by the treatment that we're providing the world. And we sort of feel like whales are extraordinarily important and special, and we want to notice them.
and we are at a critical junction with I always send healing to the water, air, and soil. And the whales and the dolphins do come in a lot. And to me, they keep the fourth dimension clean, but that's in my head. But here,
Boogie.
they found a dolphin with, sadly, dementia.
What?
Yeah, like that was yesterday. I saw that. That just broke my heart. So we need to send them a lot of energy to send them love because of how we're polluting the water.
I
I
thank you
don't
for
know.
mentioning that. It was another thing that came up, and this is from the. Honestly, I gotta say, it was from God in my heart. It was an awareness of the damage plastic is doing, and we
Yeah.
gotta keep in mind, y'all, we are very special beings, each and every one of us. But it's also true that this world, this stage that we're upon, has hosted countless generations of life. It's
Mm.
special as well. And we may think that we kind of are the be all and end all, but we honestly are participating in a story that really, really matters.
We really are. And you know what? That's what they said. It was the microplastics what
Yeah.
caused, what they think, I guess, caused the dementia. But I mean, just think of all the toxins and stuff. And we are right at a critical point where we have to raise in frequency to heal things. So there's a point, I would assume, that is one that you can't go back, you know. But I don't believe that's going to happen because of well, my guides say that we're ascending, evolving, elevating. The astrology shows that we are. Ancient texts show we are, so let's keep praying for Mother Earth. Hello, I hope I'm not too late. May I ask my guides for higher self, what energy do I need to align with?
I ask the Holy Spirit to help us out here. Right? It's a tree,
Mm,
but not a palm tree.
mm,
It's a fruit Hang on. It would be a fruitful endeavor to align with your purpose, being a path that you create in your mind and heart, in your heart first, and then let your mind captivate itself with what your heart is identifying with. Align to where your heart actually notices what is the most fruitful way for you to proceed in your journey. Let your heart say, I know what it is. Now you have a clue, but you don't have to get all the way to the clarity at once on purpose. You let it be that the heart guides you with nudge, nudge, nudge. That way you can captivate your mind with this story that your heart is presenting, your heart is noticing. And then you can carry on like it's this constant uh, kind of a chase of treasure. Your heart is like a map to the treasure. It knows the path to the treasure, and it's giving this almost like a scavenger hunt type thing. It just knows how to get there. And let it be that you notice how your heart is going to speak to you. It will fail you not to let it be true that your heart does know itself better than you thought it did. And so that your mind is going to want to submit to your heart and feel as though your heart is going to be very, very careful at first in how it expresses to your mind, because it doesn't care to have your mind get a little bit scared. And your heart is going to take you to an idea that you didn't anticipate before. Thank you, Holy Spirit.
That is really cool. Now, when you first started, you said something about a tree for Leo.
Really
What
pretty.
kind of?
I wasn't ensuring myself to know exactly what it was, but I did notice as soon as I started looking at the tree, I noticed fruit on the tree, and then the word fruitful jumped to mind, and I didn't know if it was
She's
anything
a
fruitful.
she's a gardener, so I just thought that was interesting, to get it like that. And she loves her plants, and that is part of her dream. Let's see. I have coneflower. Draw strength from within and protect yourself fiercely. It's time to reclaim your power. And I think that resonates with you. And then I got coming fall, right? So we're in fall, coming of fall. It says, let the spark of hope within you ignite and never cease, for it is never too late to manifest your dreams and what your heart desires. And that's exactly what Katie picked up. I think it's really cool. Passionate, and then I got passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Do those things that you know you love. And see, there's the fire element. We're in this, there's a full moon, fire, bonfire. And we got navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. All these things are confirming whatever your heart's dream is for you. That's the way forward. And just we might not be able to do our entire dream right now, but we can take one step towards it. Best we can. Okay, who am I? Why is this here? That's that.
If you need to know Bora Bora, I think we'll just try to do as many, all the questions we're able to in the time frame we've got. So if someone has another, a different question than has been asked already, they could put it in there.
Yeah, we have like 6 questions right now, so we're doing pretty good, I think. Let me see if there's any other ones. Yeah, I run my energy and bubbles around me at home. Awesome, Maria. See, and then I have things in here that are statements, but that's okay.
We love them.
Yeah, we do. Hello, what's next good significant thing coming up for me and when? Thank you. Oh, I hear Rue talking.
I think that was Ruru.
Does he get to go back with his female friends?
He's received a girlfriend, but it's largely because she treated another hen with great disrespect, and I decided she doesn't get to run around with all the others when she's got such a poopy attitude. So I told her, well, you're his girlfriend now. So he does have a girlfriend now, and she's not quite aware of loving him yet, but he is so sweet. He is so gentle with her, and she just doesn't even know how good he is.
Aw.
Like you want to grab people sometimes and shake them and go, "This is a good guy."
This
That's
is
what I'm doing towards this chicken right now. Her name's Annie.
Annie. Aw, how cute.
Everybody send some loving energy to Annie and Ruru.
Annie and Ruru having a romantic
There we
fall
go.
together. That's so cool.
That's a sweet thought.
Oh, Peace has 8 dolphins with her. Peace, you can put your question in. We'll get you. Let's see. Okay, so BD. Well, it's okay. We got BD0224. Let's see.
I feel like the image that came to mind is probably worth going ahead and addressing. It was a car, and when I was looking at the car, I got travel comes into my mind or journey. And I felt as though the road ahead, it's less about the heart going exactly where it planned to go, and instead traveling for the sake of seeing where the journey is going to land you. And I do want to acknowledge that we ask the Holy Spirit to guide. It won't be about a journey that you don't understand you're intending to take. It will be a journey that you do intend to take. So have no fear about, whether you're forced into one. It's not like that. But do feel like this is actually on purpose, that you choose to go somewhere and then you discover you're rerouted and you didn't anticipate the rerouting except to know that it might happen. And if it does happen, you're going to find that you really wanted to go to the destination and arrive there that you truly do find you've traveled to.
Gee, that's awesome. Yeah, I feel like and you just need the courage to follow your heart. That's what I'm getting when Kaylee was grounding. The cards grounding. Sorry, when Kaylee was talking, um, ground and connect to your heart, and we let the ego direct things when it's the heart that's the director. And it says go deep, explore your roots. And with this water grand trine for next couple months, this is a good time to really go in and explore and what is it that you won't allow yourself to do or have or be. That's what I'm getting. And then I got this kind of tells me more. When fear rears its head, no need to be wary. Lean in, you're at the edge of evolving. So whatever that fear is, face it and just allow it, feel it, allow those feelings to come up. And then you decide what you want to do after that. It's not an easy, comfortable place, but I feel that's really going to free you to pursue your heart's wishes. I hope that helps, PD. Maria's grateful. Can I get a reading on my next best step? Look how cute the kitty painter.
I love that. Yeah.
That's so cute.
I thank the Holy Spirit. I gotta admit, I was starting to see it like I was looking for your foot to see it moving. And as it's stepping, it's reaching for a stepping stone, and then all of a sudden it turns, and it's like, nope, I'm going this way instead. And so I know where it's turning to is actually going to be a clearer way ahead than what looks like what you think is the marked path. Notice that it will be a sort of spontaneous energy. It will be kind of clear in your mind when you actually take that step, seeing the path you anticipate you are intended to go, and then noticing another idea all of a sudden just step that way. And do want to have another understanding about it when you come to that moment. Say, hey, this is instead of where I was supposed to go. I'm doing what I really feel good towards. And it does seem like it feels like the right thing to do. And I notice why we're doing so much with the feeling energy and the heart energy. We've got just a tremendous opportunity, a gift to work with this grand trine. It will be really, really a blessing to utilize our intuitive selves, our intuitive insights, and our mystical side as much as possible during this time. So feel out what you want to do. Notice what you're supposed to do. Go ahead and initiate the energy in the direction you're supposed to go, and then trust you're going to turn and it'll be honestly best decision. Thank
I
you.
love that you said that because I left out. I mean, that's what Scorpio is: the best detectives, the best researchers, intuition. Like we're gonna get downloads, and while we're getting those downloads, and Kaylee was talking, I was seeing you being very spontaneous, and all of a sudden it's like, that's it, that's the thing I want to do, or that's what I want to experience, and you do it, and then I got this card, which is Wondrous Universe, and you're the wizard of your life. We all are, right? And it says walk in beauty. So when you're being spontaneous and those automatic downloads come in, and the universe just is like surprise, and it's just so cool that we just get to do that. That's what I think is going on for you. Surprises coming in, intuition downloads, oh my goodness, psychic abilities. And then there's fruit trees. Don't miss what's right in front of you. Everything is as it should be. And I feel like you have I feel like you've calmed, like you feel more relaxed. And then we got garden tools. You must summon the courage and strength to acquire the resources you need within. I'm getting within. That's internal. And I feel that that's there for you because now you are calmer inside. I hope that helps. Maria, heavenly blessed honey. May I get message from my angels and guides for my highest good, please and thank you. Absolutely. I'm gonna shut this. It's getting really dark out. And then don't forget about all the comments we have out there. And
Yeah,
three I
3i Atlas got its solar conjunction on the 21st.
29. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I
yeah.
guess
No, you're right.
because it's
You're right.
so. I wonder in the olden days, had they had the ability to understand it was out there, how interested in that would astrologers have been? They'd have been looking back for ages, wanting to know what's happening exactly in that time frame. What did that entail? What did that speak to us? And
It was so cool.
all right, now I don't know why, but the Holy Spirit said Valerie goes first this time if she wants to go.
Okay.
I don't know why. I might have to wander around for a second myself.
It's okay. I'm
Okay.
always wondering. I got
Alrighty. Thank you, dear.
you. Yeah, three eye atlas, and then on it's gonna be actually closest to Earth on the 29th. It's gonna be part of the water trine. That's the cool thing. And then it's supposed to come out of its because it's hidden around the sun around the 18th, 19th of November, and everybody's waiting to see what that is. But none of the space agencies will release any pictures anymore.
Curiously, and yet they've got the near Earth asteroid alert system now studying it when it's supposed, it seems like it's not likely to have interaction with Earth of any
Right.
astronomical significance. And yet now they're suddenly tuned in and wanting to watch it. And then there's interference from SpaceX satellites. They've got some sort of Department of Defense satellite thing happening out there, super secret and really. Frankly,
Yeah.
I'm not happy about it. I don't think we had the reason to give a billionaire the privilege to fill our skies up with space junk, but that's just me. Anyway,
Right.
okay, sorry. Back
No,
to the
that's got to come down. Like that's part of the restructuring because it's not life affirming; it's life negating with all those satellites up there. I always see the satellites coming down.
satellites.
The ones
They
that
were
aren't.
one of the warnings that came in like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
How soon we start to realize we got a lot of warnings back then, and I don't know why they're only coming to fruition this far out, but maybe we've just been building towards it.
Yeah.
I think.
I guess we all have to see how. I don't know, but to me, that three-eye atlas came in, and then a couple days later, like all these comets came in, like around our solar system, and they all came in like a team. I want to say it like. Yeah, yeah, right. And I know three eye atlas isn't a comet, and the other ones are I don't know. Feels like a support group, but I've been getting things, but I haven't really talked about it yet.
Yeah, there's
It's
so
interesting.
much to say and yet so little to know how to speak at this point. It's
Yes,
I think a
it's
lot of more of us are feeling things about this than we know, and we're not necessarily directly tying it to that. It doesn't mean we're not getting something from it regardless. But no, we have a wonderful
yeah,
energy to look at for heavenly blessed honey.
yeah, and one more thing on that. I feel it is helping raise frequency on Earth and in our solar system. It is like coming in to do the whole solar system. It isn't like, oh, let's go help the humans as much as it is raise the frequency. I don't know. That's why I'm saying I don't know all I'm getting yet, but boy, there for them not to share that information speaks volumes, you know. But anyway, heavenly blessed honey, look what you got, uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So that's your treasure chest is you. You are in there. And what else we get? Expand your horizons. Open your your perception. Raise your in perception. Raise your vision. See a higher vision is what I'm getting. Like don't settle. Like we're also, I'm the same way. It's more comfortable just to settle over here and I'll be okay. But this is the time to go big, really. All right, and then I got bakery. Take the time to diligently practice and refine your craft. Success will follow as you savor each little victory along the way. Get your piece of citrine. This really brings in abundance and prosperity. And confidence. Confidence is a skill that can be cultivated, and you are now being guided to reach the light within yourself. I hope that helps. Heavenly bless, honey, because it is about us building ourselves up. Trying to see if I have a citrine. I know I do. Are you ready, huh? I'm sorry.
I was seeing first I saw grass, like a grassy hill, and then I looked up and then I see the sun shining down, warming up the grass. And then I noticed the grass, you're standing on the grass, and down between your feet, all of a sudden you start digging. And as you're digging, I noticed that there's some feeling like there's something to be unearthed. And then
Oh,
right as I was thinking about what's to be unearthed, I see a treasure chest.
no way.
I see you open it up, and inside of it is some kind of garment, some kind of vestment that it's white and it's got gold all over it, like gold patterns of some kind, and it's really fancy and it's gorgeous. And I do feel like it has something of an armor kind of feeling about it. And I felt as though you wanted to notice it as where I am, I have a treasure available with a little bit of digging. And when I unearth this treasure, I will discover it is more valuable, more precious than I thought it was. And I will put it upon me, and it will be a keepsake that I want to have with me for the rest of my journey, rest of my days.
Yeah, I think it's a piece of yourself, heavenly blessed, honey. And you're gonna see.
For the
It's
rest of my story. I'm sorry, I had to find the right word.
okay.
Okay.
I think it's awesome. I think she's going in, and like we all are, finding more of ourselves, who we are. We're just remembering who we are, and we're just scratching the surface, really. All right, so Brina 41, may I have a message from the Holy Spirit about where to best be of service to others and keep my peace? That's where the protection for yourself comes in every day. And then you're
Yeah.
ready for others when they come in your field.
I thank the Holy Spirit. I got to tell you, I saw you, but when it comes to protection, what I was seeing was this warm, fuzzy protection around you. And I felt immediately like it's a service that is kind of like you get to keep giving warm and fuzzy energy.
Aw.
I want to admit, I noticed that what comes to mind rationally is something to do with like children reading in a library or something like that,
Mhm.
giving your heart to the gift of, I give you a warm, fuzzy feeling. And you
No.
know what? When you do that, when you give your heart in that light, and I do ask the Holy Spirit to ensure I'm giving the best guidance I know how, we give it to you like this. You have a blessing in you that you care about others and you want to give a good service for God to be pleased with. What you can give is a care that others get to feel a happy feeling whenever they encounter you. You have a gift of a blessing to give to others, whether you understand it yet or not. You give them a warm, fuzzy feeling, and it actually is a real gift. And it truly is something that cares a lot more about people than you understand. And we notice that you don't have to think about it like you have to serve in a very specific capacity. It's sort of almost like you're asking to serve, and the gift of service will be given to you whenever the opportunity presents itself. You smile, you share, you give a happy idea, and you'll observe that you do really, really great at it. And we love you, love you, love you.
No.
I thank the
And
Holy
while,
Spirit.
and while Kaylee was saying all that about warm fuzzy, the first when she said warm fuzzy, I got children and you're giving them stuffed animals. And I don't know where they come from. But that's what I got immediately. So and then she kept saying voyage of the heart or from the heart. And the card is voyage from the heart. Love flows through you and to you. So whatever you do it because your heart wants to do that. I got this is bushel of apples. This is a fall deck. So it says invite your truth forward and invoke the power of healing growth and the true essence of who you are. So it's all about whatever you do it from your your heart's truth. And then I got you reap what you sow. Good fortune is on its way. So I thought that was cool. Sounds good. Let us know. Okay, what does BD's answering? Wow, a journey that I'm expecting and will bring me to where I want to go. Thank you. Yeah, see? And don't remember, dream big. Don't limit yourself. A new idea came here and when
Yesterday. She said it was
oh
yesterday.
yesterday. Sorry,
Mhm.
thank you. Came yesterday. That's amazing. I love that. I'm just trying to see if Peace left a question. Uh, yeah. Did we read this one? I'm not sure.
No, no,
Okay.
we didn't.
We have Rainbow Dragon. Nice to meet you. Just visiting. Good to see you. I'm just hi, welcome everyone. Border, thank you for all you do. All right. I don't see anything from you yet, Peace. Um, okay, this is the same person, right? Yeah. Okay. And so it was, may I please have a message from Spirit? Retyping in case was missed earlier. Okay. Of course.
I'm getting an unusual prompt.
I
Card.
love the cards. I like all the tools. It's a lot of fun. Crystals, cards, whatever resonates, right? Let's see what we got here. We're gonna have some sounds like Rue's on a date.
He is trying. He is trying everything he understands. How he'll find a little kernel of food and he'll be there like picking it up and dropping it and looking at her like, I brought you this, I brought you this. And she's just not.
Oh, oh my god, how cute. That's adorable. It's adorable.
Oh,
Oh,
I love this card. I love this card already.
do you want to go first?
I feel like it's okay if you don't care.
No, I don't care at all.
I thank you, Holy Spirit. Here's what we really wanted. I drew some other cards because these are gorgeous cards and I hardly ever use them. But we want, in fact, I don't think I've ever used them in a reading ever. So I feel like if there's a meaning to this, a purpose that's written up about it, I don't have to care about it because what I'm going to give you is what I received from it myself. You can't really see what it says on it, but it says coming to life.
Oh, I love that. I know that deck. Is that Colette Baron Reed? I
It
think
is. It is the enchanted map.
that's a cool one.
I relinquish the control over trying to tell you what I see in it just as me. And I do thank the Holy Spirit, and I ask the Holy Spirit to guide. We've been giving a lot of our energy to a determination of how we're supposed to live. Supposed to is a scary idea when you actually live in your heart. In your heart, you notice that you don't like a lot of the things that you kind of concerned yourself with because you have to do it. Try to not do things just because you think you have to do it. Go into your heart and ask for another path. Ask the path be a one that you actually love what you do. You love the gifts that you give. You love the gifts that you bring to bear. And do not care about it if it means a big shift and a big change. It is about coming to life and coming to a universe of living that you really choose rather than where you feel forced into it. And we care a lot to inform you that there is more happiness ahead as you evolve and enjoy this new experience. Let yourself feel like it is time.
Wow. That is
Really.
beautiful. Yeah, because I mean, this goes right with it. Stepping into your power. You are strong beyond measure. You know, this is all about you uncovering you on your terms and raising. Well, I don't want to say we're always raising in frequency, but add in the details that would bring you the most joy. And I got farm to table. It says liberate yourself from influence and invoke the power within. So see, this is all about your inner power so far. Um, and there is nothing to fear. Trust that everything will work itself out. So just they're like confirming you step into your power, nothing's going to go wrong. You know, in fact, more will come in for you. It seems counterintuitive, but that seriously is how it does work for most of us. And then I got navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. It's all about you making the choices, not because you have to, like Katie was saying, because you want to. I hope that helps.
I seem to recall a phrase that's been, if you've ever heard the phrase, most men, but I'm going to say people, most people live lives of quiet desperation.
Mm,
This is a
mm,
consequence of a compact in society, a contract that we've essentially been born into if we haven't agreed to it on purpose by immigration or something of that sort. And we kind of came up in a little while, I'll be able to describe it better, but I'm going to purposefully keep it vague right now. We came to recognize and acknowledge that the way this world is running is out of alignment, out of accordance with God's divine will. So we're going to have to notice that it is a big shift on the horizon, but it's not a scary idea for us.
beautiful, beautiful. And Brina made a comment. I always try to smile and care about other people. Of course you do. You're beautiful. Oh my goodness, everybody here, y'all are beautiful souls. Okay, so we have, what do you see for me through the end of November? CEV 12. Okay, let's see. End of November.
Now I thank the Holy Spirit. I'm going to go ahead and just mention that I'm seeing stepping stones. They're like little round pavers.
Mm-hmm.
And you're stepping and you're stepping and you're stepping. And what I'm receiving with that is the concept of letting yourself see it step by step. As you go, you notice where the next step is. Come up a little bit in your mind and see it as if you have a path well worked out. You have a trajectory you have decided is the perfect one for you. There is a destination in place. It is interesting because I see now when you come to that destination, and it may be towards later in November, it may be a little past that. When you come to the destination, you get there and then you all of a sudden relinquish the desire to have an idea about this is exactly where I came on purpose to stay here, and you go vroom and you go like there's something else, and you get like this dash energy of just vroom. And we don't know why that came up, and that is a bit further on. I want to thank you for being present and noticing that what we're getting as far as through the end of November. Watch your steps, take each one each day. and notice that it will be easy enough to go from one to the next, to the next, to the next in a trajectory that you wanted.
I love that because it's like the third time you said that. Like you're gonna think that was the thing, but there's this other thing that appears. It's like the gifts, right? That spirit is just, I mean, it's just amazing. I think we're all in for some big surprises, good surprises. And look, I got choosing your path. Like she said, you're stepping on a path. Your stepping stones. All is possible. And overcoming obstacles, right? You can overcome anything. So if there's a boulder in your path, you can, you're gonna, it's just not even going to matter because you're going another way, like Kaylee was saying. And then I got become present with the blessings you already have. Make gratitude fill your heart. And that is like the best message here all night. I guess throughout the day, I just say thank you, thank you, thank you for everything, for a light switch, for whatever, the cat, the indoor plumbing, whatever it is, because that does bring in a lot more of our abundance. And I got rooster and hens. Interesting. A change of scenery is calling. Embrace the adventure that awaits. So there's Rue and Annie. Too cute. Oh, that was too cute. I'm like, okay, you can't make that up. I didn't even know that was in there.
That's funny.
I hope that helps. CEV November. Just remember, do what you love. We all of us. And hi, just visiting. We have three more after just visiting. Are you okay, hon?
Mhm.
Okay.
I ask the Holy Spirit to guide us and put in my mind that God is putting the guides in an alignment where I can receive from them. Oh, there's a technological guide. I would describe this as somebody who almost seems like they're made of machine parts, and they are coming over. It's cute. They're doing beepy, squeaky little trilling noises, and we feel like they're waiting. Now they're
That's
really
so
being
cute.
funny.
Oh my God.
They have these little arms, and they're doing this little thing to kind of play. I'm the robot. I'm the robot. What is our point here, friend? We are going to help with technology in a way that you want us to. We are asking that you get a handle on a new technology. We thank you for noticing that we have a lot that we can accomplish, and affording it is getting a lot simpler than it was in the past. So thank the Holy Spirit and ask which technology it will be. We do care a lot about how AI is a little bit of a confusion place for a lot of people these days. There are a lot of elements of it that still need to be transmuted in a new form. But we have a lot of tools available that are really, really, really reliably useful. And we feel like you have an accomplishment at hand that you want to make happen, that you will use these available, free, even available, useful handle tools to make it happen so that you can give, give. Yeah. Okay. That's what I have from that guy.
Wow. That was cool. Let's see. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We have vast vistas, expand your horizons. So I guess that has to do with the technology in some way. Um, let me see if I'm getting anything. Yeah, you're wanting to experience something different. And okay, so this makes sense. And you're at an impasse. Reflect and redirect your energies. And I'm getting it, AI might be able to help you with that. You can talk to ask questions, ask it to help you. I ask it to help me all kinds of things, um, do a morning routine. I mean, it could be anything. And then I got grapevines. Call on your desires as this is the time to ask and receive. So, and it's gonna sound bizarre. I want to say it was 2009. I'd moved to Arizona, and shortly thereafter, I was I was in a lot of pain to begin with, but my guides had been coming in, but I kept trying to ignore it and do my real life, you know. Well, the more I tried to do my real life, the more I couldn't work or move or do things. And every morning I just kept hearing, just ask a question. I'd go online and I'd ask these bizarre questions, and the answers, they used to have all those different ones you could choose from. It would be like, pick that one, and there would be the answer I want. And this happened every day for years. And that's how I started to connect to my guides, like really understanding them speaking to me, because I would listen to what they were saying, and it was up to me, whatever I wanted to look up. So it wasn't like they knew, and I'm telling you, the exact answers or information I needed was there. And it was just up to me to choose it. But I don't know if that'll help anybody. Let's see. Coming of fall, let the spark of hope within you ignite and never cease, for it is never too late to manifest your dreams. So you can, you have this, again, in that water trine. They're showing me the psychic hits, the intuitive abilities, the downloads are going to be coming in really big for you. Starting in, uh, let's see what else we got. I don't know if you want this one. Okay. This is a golden future deck, and I wasn't going to say it, but they said they want me to. The number is 22, so that might have something to say. But it says the law, right? And this is like in the golden future. Act with common sense and responsibility. And I don't know what they're saying. You will understand what that means. I hope that helps. Just visiting, let us know. All right, Red Dragon. Any past life will help me in my present life. I love that. Let's see. We want you to have golden future too.
I don't know why, but the very first impression I'm getting is a dry landscape. The earth looks kind of drained. It looks like it's been harvested and harvested until it's become barren. And what I have there is this feeling, as I'm staring at it, I'm going to have to let someone out in a second, but I'm seeing a circle in the ground, a circle of earth. It's like really hard baked mud. And then I'm thanking the Holy Spirit. I felt like the idea was learn to notice when to dig, when and where to dig. There are not always going to be ideas that are versatile enough or useful enough from another form that you have occupied. But what we have is a place where you can dig and find a well or wellness well. And we do feel like we're having a reason to thank the Holy Spirit again. We do actually feel like this is a lifetime, which was not an easy life, where you had to find it in you to go deep, very deep, in order to discover something that was actually going to make life nourishing and worthwhile and nourish the feelings that you needed to have. So we hope it's okay to tell you what we got is essentially a feeling of a life that was saying dig deep and feel like you notice where to dig. Do feel like it's a blessing to see where not to dig as well. I'm going to let it go while Val goes.
Yeah, and I see that has a lot to do with you now. Like you are such a steward of the land, and you take care of it, and bring it to life. I got a few. This is from the Golden Future deck they wanted me to use. First, we have the Super Love Portal. Accept yourself as a cosmic being. So that is, there's all the birds, and I know birds follow you around, and bubbles. And dragons was the next one. Red dragon. So yeah, send dragons to heal the world. That's what you're doing. You do that. And then I got community life, embrace fifth dimensional society where it is all heart centered. See, it's Jesus, but all the rainbows coming out of his heart and spreading all over the world. I think that's really cool. And I got two more for you. Corn is let spirit guide you and take meaningful action. Dreams become reality when combined with purposeful intent and action. And then sunburst, which I thought was cool because I know you do plan a lot of stuff and you are a steward of the land. It says embrace your inner light and share it with the world, inspiring others to do the same. So cool. I think that's cool. All right, River Dragon. It's like go with the dragons tonight. I think they have something to say. All
We
right.
saw you come in, Deborah. Hi.
Did she? Oh, okay. Here's peace, man. Please have a message from my highest good. I am. Am I ready? Sorry. Yeah, we have one more after peace here, and let me see. I will look at the chat. Let's see. River Dragon, did you hear that? Did you hear the answer, hon? Well, yeah, you must have. That was far up. Sorry. Did you? She bought some blowing bubbles. Everyone should buy bubbles. I have two of them in there. I play with the cats with the bubbles. Hi, Denise McMillan. It is fun to play with bubbles. Hibiscus Healing. Nice to see you. Grow Your Light with my friend Deborah. The cow is here. And she has a good channel. Also, oh, okay. Karen asked for a reading from you if you have time. So we'll put her on here real quick. Okay. We can knock these out. Three more. I know I'm keeping her long, and the doggies and the roosters don't like it. We're gonna keep her too long.
I fear not for the roosters. They're having nap time now. The dog may start to interrupt. I have to tell you, Peace, I felt like there was some purpose in analyzing, not just sharing what came through. I was hearing life is good, life is great, life is golden, life is good, life is great, life is golden.
Ah.
I was getting it. I thank the Holy Spirit. We wanted to emphasize a care about liking life, the world, liking it. And a hint for how we accomplish some of this is we feel like it's good to point this out to all of us and often enough remind myself. Notice what you do like. Notice what you do choose. Notice what you do. I'm going to use the word want as to not want.
Prefer. Yeah.
Feel like that's an idea that you care about a whole bunch because it helps people to see that we have a world with a whole lot of variety for how we choose to perceive it. But what we want to perceive is this is a good world, a good place. We don't always approve of what a lot of the grumpy Gusses out there are doing about it, but we can be a place, a choice of making it good. And we can be that voice helping others to see this is a good idea, make it good, and don't feel like it's got anything inherently wrong with it. It's not about there's anything inherently wrong with a glorious life. Life is good, life is great, life is golden, it's meaningful, it's joyful, and it has a reason for being. And we wanted to put that out there. And I like this. I was asking in my mind and in my heart, are you ready? And I was seeing it like you're standing at the precipice of something, and I'm feeling like you're sort of like having this swaying feeling. And I don't know why, but I'm going to tell you a story. I went skydiving once, and I was remembering that there was this big giant man strapped to my back, and his name was Wookie. And he was strapped to my back, and I'm at the precipice of a doorway to take a plunge. And I remember at that swaying point, it really helped to feel like there's a Wookiee at your back saying, we're going.
Oh, man, girl, I give it to you.
Remember to have a Wookiee with you, behind you, helping to get you there.
Oh, I love that. That is beautiful. Yeah, because here I got like you kind of feel like we're at it's called it says desert passage, like you're just nothing's happening or you're lost. And it says trust there's a divine plan and it's waiting for you to answer the call of what it is that you prefer. Like Katie was saying, the time is now to, and I got to be honest with yourself to really put that down in words. Write down what you would prefer to experience and receive or any of that, and um, no limits, no money limits, no time limits, no space limits. And really, what would you say? Then I got hold light to your vision as you're being called to climb to new heights. So see, this is all about what it is you're allowing yourself to accept or experience. And then I got the relationships that nourish are those you nurture with your spirit. So again, they want um, take more time to cultivate the relationship with your spirit team. You know, right before bed, right when you wake up, or do, something daily to honor your spirit. And two more. Nature. Okay, so there it is. Tune into the natural world.
Mm.
These are so colorful and cool. And they got, I
Yeah.
mean, they're just so, and that's the future, golden future. I just would love, I can't wait to see it. And then it says, work satisfaction. Seek that which fulfills your soul. And see, she's like painting
You can
all
separate.
these birds up there. And it is, we're allowed, well, it's more than allowed. We're being asked to um, live our joy. And don't put joy off anymore. Like it's a big thing. They don't want us to do that anymore. They want us to really experience life. Even though it looks a little touchy out there right now, you know, do what makes your heart smile. Thank you, peace. All right, then we have Christine. Can I have a message from Holy Spirit in regards to my dad?
Thank you, Christine. I thank the Holy Spirit. We are pursuing an idea about him that is going to grow bigger. It is a good idea to let him get a little bit of a handle on something that we're enjoying pursuing. If we want to let him have a little time to adapt, to become aware of a new idea, a new belief system to structure his mind towards, give it just a little while. Kind of a ghost of an idea for him is, I want you to come and see where I'm going to have you. And we do give you a hand, saying nothing too fast for him. When you go in to address him, see it in your mind and heart that you want to have exactly the perfect phrase. And like it or not, he's going to say it like it's not exactly up his lane, what you have in mind yet. Don't fret about that. We have a Mercury retrograde not too far off. I don't want to get into that part, but notice he's going to have a chance to rethink it. And do feel like what he needs to get in his conscious awareness is a notice that you actually have designed a plan, an agenda. You've got like notes made out and you've got like a lot of things kind of covered. And let him notice that it's not that you have to, it's that we're ready for this. We're ready for this. And
Mhm.
feel not, as you do this, just notice what you have is a comprehension that you love and you care and you want to do the best you can. And he'll feel like that actually really, really relates to how he processes when he gets a chance to notice what you're really accomplishing is about loving him, dear. And notice why he says he needs some time is he needs some time to hope that he feels the right thing. And he'll let himself notice what that right thing is with just a little nudge. And we thank you for your presence here. And I ask the Holy Spirit to guide us. There any left? A lot more, honey. There's a lot more, but we let you know what you have in your heart is going to help him more than you know already. And we let you know that's all we can say right now.
What? All right, so I got you, Christine. You've been feeling fogged in. So what it says, fogged in, go slow, take your time while trying to communicate with your dad. If you they're showing you just hold it, put your hand on your heart and just think of your dad, and what pops in is him talking to you, because he will answer the call. So I got answering the call, the time is now, and the time is when you are in a relaxed state and you're taking a few breaths and you're putting the time into it, that communication. Then I got pause for a moment and reset and reconnect with your soul. So soul to soul, right? Like if I sit here and I think of my spirit team and say I want to talk to my brother who just passed, I just call in his spirit team and I see what they open up for me on that together, two spirit teams. And the last one was, which I thought was pretty cool, intergalactic travel. Now, there's Three Eye Atlas, but also that's us in a soul state. We are everything and nothing at the same time. Regard the stars with wonder, but I just thought it wasn't about so much ET travel as it was spirit travel. Um, I hope that helped. All right, and there's Karen wants a reading from Kaylee. I'm going to get you a card or two, Karen.
Ask the Holy Spirit to guide. All right, we see a path, and right now, as I'm looking at it, I'm noticing a star shining extremely brightly above the path. It is having a feeling a little bit akin to noticing how maybe the wise men saw Jupiter, and it had a little bit of a leading quality with it. We would ask, I thank you, Holy Spirit. I would advise that you concern yourself a little bit less about whether or not you need to understand it all right now. We're going to just give you a whole lot of things and then you can process them later. So we get that there's a star up there. It has a bright feeling of future. It has a joyous sort of expansion energy connected to it. We recognize that it is involving a path towards this journey of starring. And we want you to thank yourself a little bit for noticing that it takes a little courage to get started on this path, and yet you want to. We wanted you to get up a little bit higher and notice yourself finding out that you wanted to accomplish something extraordinarily powerful and present. You want to be present for it. You want to let yourself feel like this present moment awareness is how you're going to accomplish the thing that means a lot to you. We do care that you notice that we're doing a little bit of a handful of ideas all at once to hand to you. We want you to give yourself the notice that this is a package. No, I thank you, Holy Spirit. It's almost like a package, a download, as people like to say, that you'll come to understand is coming with you where you are going to travel. Now, we can go on and on in this vein, but the honest self is saying this got a little bit disjointed, and I want to correct it just a tad. And I thank you, Holy Spirit. We're going to recenter, and we're going to go right to the point. Do notice that we have a journey ahead. It is a journey which has to do with starring in the story. The star is actually about sharing and giving a brightness and a hope and an optimism. We do care enough to inform you that you get to do it just right. And we hope that you do understand yourself a little bit more as you carry forward. We carry on no more. We got all that right now. Okay.
It is so cool. And now I got the card surrendering to the journey. So that's why I pulled it up to show release control. And I know that's what you're doing. So you're on the tree. But this was interesting. I got travel, find ecological ways to explore the world. And I know you do that too. Um, who was next? Planetary cleansing. Keep your space pure and clean. Like this is a lot of dolphins and unicorns, and I know you do that. Animals, honor the animal kingdom, which she does. Karen cares for quite a few animals.
Oh.
And then it says water, the waters of the planet. bless the rains, rivers, and oceans. So I'm pretty sure you do that. You bless Mother Earth every day. But I just thought it was cute how, that you are on your path, right? You're doing all these things. And then the two, oh my goodness, unicorn says, open to abundance, believe you deserve, accept plenty and prosperity. And I think that's a big thing for all of us, that we don't really believe we deserve, or we've been working on that. It's not an easy one to work on, but we all do um, accept plenty and prosperity as we open to abundance. And then I got soul satisfaction, honor your uniqueness, do what makes you feel good. And I know you do that. So that's cool. Cool, cool, cool. And the stars are calling you too. That's so cool. Let's see. Oh my goodness, just visiting as a lawyer too. You got the law court. I was like, it doesn't make sense. Why should I give it to her? That is so cool. I love how Spirit does that. Let's see, she channels her guides, but you always wonder and doubt. Yeah, you really do. But that's what we're clearing, right? That water trine's going to help all of us with that doubt. Like let's feel our feelings and just keep it um, joyful inside of us. Let's see if anyone else. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Red Dragon bought the bubbles. I'm sorry, I'm way ahead, backed up here. Yeah, I have. Yeah, the dragons, they're really like they're coming in heavy. They're really here. I take morning walks in the woods. Good morning, trees. Aw, 3 times thank you. Hug them, thank you. Aw, that's so
I love
cute.
that.
Yeah. Aw. Yeah, the puppy made an entrance. He's
He's
probably
doing
ready.
it.
He's
Yes.
like, I'm here.
They
Okay.
heard you. They heard you already.
Yes, it does sound like the art show, doesn't it, Karen? Oh my God, absolutely. The stars are bright.
It was a really bright star path
It
to
was.
following and becoming this. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I'm told shut up now. I'm gonna follow
Well, thank you, everybody. Puppy got to go out.
that.
Thank you.
He's been out. He just wants love now. It's
Oh, he does. Okay. Oh, I thought I was holding him up. I didn't want to hold up the puppy.
he thinks you are.
Yeah,
He's like she's mine. No, he said,
you leave
I'm
my
here.
mama alone. Oh my goodness, I love them. They're so cute. And then Denise McMillan, morning walks are magical piece, especially when it's dark. Oh, that's
Oh, beautiful
cool.
time. Yeah, if you manage to
Yeah,
get up that early, girl, I'm impressed.
yeah, me too. I was getting up at 5. Now I'm sleeping till 8, and I don't know what's going on. The solar flares have been really intense. The solar activity, and it just knocks me out. So,
I get up super early with the roosters, and I do manage to trudge out and take care of the birds in the morning. And then right after that, I love to come inside and veg out with news for a while, which is
yeah,
I don't understand this feeling about that. I mean, I notice how I want to do my life is going to come away from that, but I feel like I'm waiting on a certain event to be
me
like,
too.
that's it, that's enough. Got
Yeah,
all I can take of that, or all I need from that. And it may be when we have a catalyst experience that helps us to reorganize our
yeah,
world. I don't
yeah.
know.
And I think we all are, because I'm in there doom scrolling Facebook, and I collect a lot of pictures there from my channel, but I do my politics there, and I'm just like, oh my God, then everything that just happened is on there. And today was a little spicy, so, but there is that thing. I do believe that there's going to be that thing that just kind of snaps it up, and it's coming. It's coming somehow. Hi, Pam. Thank you for saying smash the light. Thank you all so much. We love you.
Thank you, everybody. I love y'all.
And we'll see you next Friday. Hang in there. It's going to be, we're getting in the bumpy stages at the end of the year. So just hang in there. We love y'all. Thank you. Sit here.